Hi, this is Coralla at CorallaFicklin.com, WelcomeNetwork.com, Welcome, WYLCOME Network.com, Welcome.com, iStudy Guides. Now, if you want to get products that we have available, everything is for free. So, our creations are products, and the products are flashcards, study guides, MP3s, and other things that are available. You can either go to iStudyGuides.com, iStudyCards.com, or you can go to WelcomeNetwork.com, and Welcome is WYLCOME, and they will direct you where to go. We also have sites such as Minimum Pairs, and there you can find videos as well as MP3s as well as cards looking at different minimum pairs. We also have IdiomaticSynonyms.com, and there you can get cards which will give you, the cards are, they're cards, and it'll give you the standard word, let's say study. Then it will give you 2 to 3, sometimes 4 idiomatic or informal words that a lot of people use instead of to study, and then a sentence. For example, if you say to study, that means, to work, to work, that means to burn the midnight oil, to do 24/7, to slave. Because now, when you say do 24/7 or to burn the midnight oil, you're not just talking about to work as a verb, but that means to work very hard, to slave, okay? So you can go there, and there's a whole bunch of different other cards. We have a lot of stuff in Spanish. Right now, I'm continuing with pronunciation, and I've already done pronunciation, and this and that. The one I already did is a video, and it focuses in on people who speak a Latin-based language, or people who speak a language where they don't make the distinction they don't make the distinction between the B and the V. B in Spanish is B chica y B grande. Okay. For example, in Mexico, the B, as in, can't think of a word in Spanish. Oh, bueno or buenas, and the V, but they don't say V, as in boy or vas. Those are verbs. Your boy, tú vas. Ellos vamos. No, nosotros vamos. Ellos van. The V is pronounced like a B. So you don't say vamos or boy. You say boy or vamos. That's a problem in Spanish, the B and the V. In English, no. That's not the problem. The problem in English is to distinguish between the F and the V. And you can see it's basically made in the same part of the mouth. One is aspirated, F, F, and one is non-aspirated, V. There's no air that comes out. And at one time, the F and the V basically had the same sound. Now, no. In English, it eventually divided itself, and words with F and V. But you know, there's still words in English that instead of pronouncing the F, you pronounce the V. Like, for example, of. A lot of people say of. They'll pronounce the F like it were a V. Of versus off. They'll pronounce the F like an F. So right now, what I'm looking at now, when I'm looking over here, I'm looking at the website, I'm looking at the cards that are available to anyone, so that you can see words that are almost the same. These are minimum pairs, but are different only because one contains the F versus the other contains the V. And when English speakers are speaking, just like when anyone else is speaking their own language or a language in which they feel comfortable, they might speak so quickly that you can't always hear. You can't always distinguish the difference. So the best thing to do is to practice, to listen and to listen. We have MP3s in which will follow the cards, or the cards follow the MP3s, each other, whatever. Or you can listen to this video. So I'm going to give you, this is called Minimum Pairs Consonants, FV. Belief, believe. I hope you can hear the difference. Belief, believe. Fill, vil. Fill, vil. Define, divine. Now, of course, I'm emphasizing, which I really shouldn't do because that's speaking to you artificially. But I'm doing that in order to emphasize the difference. So, define, divine. Fail, veil. And I mean, those sounds are very close to each other. Fail, veil. Grief, grieve. Now, you can see there's certain verbs that in one form it's the F, or no, wait a minute. Certain words in the verb is the V, to believe, to grieve, and the noun is the F, belief and grief. Interesting, huh? So that shows you the connection in English between the V and the F. Now that's not always true, but for example, now this isn't exact, well, I guess you could say leave, to leave. Well, that doesn't mean to put leaves on the tree, but just think about it. Leaf, which is the thing, leaf, and connected to that in a roundabout way is leave. L-E-A-F, L-E-A-V-E. Interesting. It gives, you know, studying the like minimum pairs or consonants or vowels, it also helps you to understand a little bit more about English, and it also helps you to look at things with more, saying, hey, you know, it begins to make sense. Okay, so let's continue. Fail, veil, but this veil is V-A-L-E. Life, live. Life, live. Now don't forget the L-I-V-E has two pronunciations. It's a homograph. L-I-V-E can be pronounced either live, where the I is short, or it can be pronounced I, live, where the I is long. Because don't forget, every vowel in English has more than one sound. But here the pronunciation is life, live. Fan, van. I already gave you this, but I'll give it to you again. Leaf, leave. Fast, vast. Shelf, that's the noun. You know, I have, I'm going to put it on the shelf versus shelve, to shelve. But also the plural of shelf is the V, shelves. The plural of leaf is the V, leaves, L-E-A-V-E-S. Fat, that. Fear, veer. Now I don't want to go over the amount, so that's why I keep looking down. I'm looking at the clock here. Rifle, rival. Fee, V. Okay, one more. Few, view. So these are minimum pairs. CorralDeFicklin.com.